Sam, Leinster at the weekend. First of all, I just wonder, for you, what was the experience like of that really high pressure game at Sandy Park? Before they scored that final try, I think it was 45 phases of play and a lot of pressure. What was it like?
It was tough. It was all. It's kind of like watching. Well, not, so I was involved in it, but what I would think an international game would be like between an Irish and say, English team or something like that. So many little decisions that make the game almost. Little errors from us on the day, which really cost us in the end. But it wasn't almost like your average Premiership game. It was a European night that you've seen so many times in the past that do come with pressure moments that ultimately they came out on top of, which we'll now be looking towards this weekend to change that, and hopefully we come out on the big pressure moments that they come out with this weekend.
Is that the first time you've been involved in a Chiefs side that's lost at Sandy Park?
Not sure. This season it is, yeah. This season.
But what did you learn about yourself from that? You know, you're obviously relatively new to the first team and the whole thing.
Yeah.
What kind of do you get out of it? How do you develop when you go through the game afterwards or as you play?
There's not much to change technically or anything like that. I think it's just, like I said, shoring up those errors that you would say aren't normally how we would play. Quite a few drop balls, quite a few. We didn't really get the chance to assert ourselves in attacking basis. So we'll review slightly but we know it's quite good that it's the same thing coming at us this weekend. It's the same team that we played 6 days ago. So to be able to get a chance to right those wrongs that we did on the weekend and really focus on what we can bring as a team and hopefully do what we didn't do last week and impose ourselves in attacking.
I always find that a bit of a quandary. I guess if you've played a team and beaten them the week before, you would desperately want to play them again because you feel like you might have the upper hand on them. But you say there you're actually quite looking forward to playing them again, even though you... Explore that for a bit more. Tell me a bit more why.
I guess you get a chance to, like I said, do things that you didn't do as a team 7 days before. We knew what we had to do going into the game last week, but we've had that experience now. We've actually played them, so we know that almost they're going to bring exactly the same as they did the week before, and we know that now, so we can actually go into the game confident that we can play our style of game that we didn't really do last week. Didn't really play a Chiefs style of game that we've been doing in Europe and in the Premiership. So it's a great opportunity to take on the same side that almost beat us at our own game last week and hopefully change the result.
That win you had in Montpellier a couple of months ago, how important is that to you going away to Leinster and getting a positive result?
I think it's huge really, because being able to, I think before the Montpellier game we had only beaten, I think the year before, Bordeaux was the first team that we'd beaten, a French team, away from home. So to get a result like that in Montpellier, where we didn't play our best rugby, but I felt that we did what we didn't do weekend just gone and lay it all out there. We really put in a Chiefs performance where we took it to them. We made errors, which any side's going to do in big pressure games like that, but because we asserted ourselves in the game and played the way we wanted to, that's what got the result, and ultimately that's what we've got to do again this weekend in Ireland, where I'm not sure how many times we've won in Ireland before. Steve will probably know stats on that, but I can't see it being many, so it's a massive opportunity to get a result.
I'm not sure it's ever actually.
No,
once I think. Was it Connaught, that's right.
Connaught, yeah.
But certainly in the Champions Cup.
Never
been a victory in the, Ulster last year obviously was a defeat and a close one. So you go into that, and what do you think it would mean for the team going into Christmas and all those sorts of things if you could come away from Ireland with, let's say, 4 points, never mind 5, but just a victory?
Yeah, well, it'd be massive. We know that it's all about keeping the momentum going. We've had a really good campaign in both competitions so far. Just because we lost on the weekend doesn't change that. But to get back on track and to almost do what they did to us here is what we want to do, and then that does lead on to big performances needed against obviously Northampton and then Leicester at home. It's a busy period for us over the Christmas time. So yeah, first things first, our focus is to change what we did last weekend and get a result in Ireland, and then things will lead off after that, I think.